Hello, you lovely potatoes. So, new update. I'm late on it. It came out Friday, I believe. I was on, but to be honest, the update had a lot of controversy. Put it that way. There was an XP exploit? I don't know. People are rough with the wording. A glitch, exploit, an oversight by the devs, whatever you want to call it. Basically, a lot of people ended up getting... They would be like rebirth 10, 12, but they would have max level. So being max level, you could get the max level equipment. So it was very easy to get power and get to the last island. But we will get to that when we get there. So, new island, island 4, and that's broken again. For some reason this mount button is glitchy. There we go. So, you got first island there, Mystic Grove, City of Icarus, and then you've got, yeah, the Glimmerwood, there you go. So recommended level 1200, so quite a high level. The reason why I'm making a video about this now is they released a patch of the update that they did Friday. They nerfed, quote unquote, money, coins. They converted everyone's coins from millions to a few thousands, or billions to a few millions. They basically reduced the value of coins because people are saying the reason why the devs did is because they didn't want the economy to be one of those games where it's like people have trillions and billions of coins. They wanted to keep it simpler. So that's what people are saying happened. And so they reduced the amount of coins you get for things. Basically everything. So like now you get very little amount of coins. You could make very little amount of coins. A lot of people hate it. Some people don't mind it. Just they reduced all the costs as well, rebirths and everything. There was a few things that they forgot to reduce, like the blessings or the altars. There's a new altar in this island, but yeah, the altar on Mystic Grove. That altar they did change, but they forgot to change the altar in this new world. So, a bit of an oversight. There was a few things they missed, just oversights. They seem to have fixed it with this patch. They haven't announced any like official report, I guess you call it, on what changed. Here they did add plus 440, that's that seems like the max level. And then the max rebirth is going to be 28. People are asking what's the best way to get coins. Still the Infinity Tower, it seems like. It still gives a lot, just less. So obviously try and get as many bonuses as you can using coin boost sets and potions. Boost as much as you can because the coins has sort of become a problem within the game. A lot of people hate it. That's why I say the update was controversial. Within this patch, no one really knows if they've increased the amount that stuff sold for. Some people say it does, some people say they don't see a difference. XP wise, we will get to that when we get inside. But yeah, new island. So, new enchantment for chests. This one takes helmets. So Mystic Grove took weapons, City of Icarus took helmets, and now Glimmerwood takes helmets. And then also a new guild system. This is going to be interesting. It's still under development. There, new future. So we'll see how this works. What's gonna happen with that? Nothing new with blacksmith lady. Mount shop. There is new mounts. I'm pretty sure everyone's seen them. If it will load. Yeah, spiders. Spiders and an owl. A lot of people aren't too happy with the owl. It is the first flying mount, but it's not very fast. So at the moment it's more of just a gimmick, sort of funny mount, I don't know. Spiders, pretty cool. I have seen the spiders, they're very big, they're quite funny. There's an NPC, you can just talk to him, he just says something, nothing else. Then you come through the cave, this guy you will have to talk to for a quest. They are new quests as well, they did add new quests. I can't remember which ones, I've done almost all of them. Get through those, they're not very difficult if I remember correctly, they just sort of go to this person or do this, kill this boss, kill that boss, whatever. So, you go through the cave, then here's the boss areas. With the update, these bosses were just sort of standing here. Now with the patch, they've actually added like little totems, pedestals for them to sit on. Something with the patch, they added a rebirth requirement for you to do bosses. So I'll show you that with the later bosses. Since I don't reach the requirement for some of them. And this was basically to combat the problem that happened when they released this area, the new world. I don't know if it was intentional, if the developers gave the minions too much XP. So basically what people were doing, low rebirths, like sub 10s. They would buy their shark, swim all the way here, go to the final boss. Now, you see he takes 3 million, but now there's a rebirth lock, but prior there wasn't. So you could just do this. You could go into him, do as many waves of the minions as you could, just kill them until you died, and then just swim back. And you would get billions of XP. And within an hour or two, you would have thousands of levels, or not thousands, but hundreds. You would have the same levels that someone with the rebirth of 18. You were seeing rebirth 7s and 8s being with power ranks and levels of rebirth 19s, 20s. So it was a huge problem. They have fixed that now with the rebirth limit. So if you see this guy, nothing will happen. You need to be 19, so can't even do him. So carrying, gone. New players can't be carried. They need to work their way through. There are new boss items, obviously. They're going to be the next best. Berserker ring, this is from the first boss, gives you coins. I'll have a look at the wiki and I'll put it in the video. Then, new blessings. So, this is also a problem. They forgot to scale this down with the new economic level. So, I don't know if they've scaled it now. I think I opened this once. And then I saw the prices and I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave that. And I went out. So I don't know if they've scaled this down with the patch or not, but yeah. So, new whirlpool caps, bottle message cap, shrimp cap, mount swimming speed, luck, and then these ones are just what we had in the previous one, the previous blessing on the Grove, Mystic Grove. But these are very expensive. So you probably won't be getting that maxed within a few hours. You'll need to farm for that. There is a new summon soul guy with the new boss called Prophet. He's not at the Infinity Tower. You can't buy him in the shop. He's not in the actual Infinity Tower itself, I don't think. So that's going to be interesting to see if they release his soul to the shop that you can buy, or if it's going to be purely through the boss, because it's a 20% drop from the boss. But the thing is, with the boss, you need to be able to the rebirth, and you need to have the level. He's quite strong. I know people were, before the rebirth cap, people were killing him with 1 million power score roughly. The update's good. It's also bad depending who you ask, what level you ask. A lot of lower level players are mad because it's made it harder for them. Not in the sense that they can't be carried, but in the sense that coins are just too difficult. A lot of people are sitting with a situation where they're too low of a level to farm coins from Infinity Tower, but they're... how to put this? Higher level players aren't struggling with coins because they can just run through Infinity Tower and get... I think someone says you can get about 10-ish mil, 9 to 10 mil coins if you use boosts and everything, with one full run of Infinity Tower. So I'm talking like 1 to, I think, 170-ish is where people start to go off. So for them, for high level players, coins isn't a problem. So you'll see them not complaining, but the newer level players, who can't do Infinity Tower, or who can, they can't get high enough in the Infinity Tower for it to be worthwhile. And even if it is, farming the emblems to enter the tower is a pain. They're a 15% drop chance from each boss, from each main world boss. So you can't really farm them constantly, because you either do the one on the first island, you swim to the next island, you swim to the third island, then you go back and you repeat. Or you keep doing the first one, you have to wait for the cooldown. So it's sort of very repetitive, very slow, and it's only a 15% chance. They're not common. So a lot of newer players are complaining that yes, we can do Infinity Tower, but for us to get a substantial amount of coins from the Infinity Tower, we need to farm a lot of coins, bosses for the emblem. I would hope that the devs increase the chance for the emblems maybe, or add a different way to get the emblems, because it's a bit of a pain. I can see why people complain about it. Like with me, I need 5.7 mil, only Rebirth 17. I've heard to get from Rebirth 24 to 28, which is the newest ones with the new patch, it takes like 53 mil coins, I think. So yeah, if you can't do an Infinity Tower all the way by yourself, because it's best on solo, because you only get the coins if you kill the enemy. You don't get the coins if you deal damage to it or do an assist. So you need to kill it. So solo is the best. Yeah, so I didn't want to make a video about leveling fast with just doing this, because I knew it was going to get patched. So I didn't want to release the video and then when they released a new patch, we were hoping within a few days. So I was just waiting. I didn't want to release the video and then within a week or so have it outdated. And then I get flamed because I'm making stuff that isn't true. And irrelevant. It was only relevant for 2 days now. Like I said, controversial update. Some like it, some don't. Some aspects of it are good, some aren't. One really funny thing was they changed the colors of the celestial rarities and higher. People hated it. You couldn't tell the difference between them, but they fixed that. They've changed the colors, so they look better. You can tell the difference between them all. So that was a huge thing that everyone, I was going through the Discord server, just everyone was complaining about it. Everyone's complaining about coins, the colors, lower level players being with higher level players, coins. I think those were the 4 big issues, which they've tried fixing. Good, yes, bad, maybe, I don't know. Some people even now with this rebirth requirement update, some people don't like it. Obviously higher level players do, lower level players don't. Lower level players are mad because they can't. They have the power to kill this boss, but they can't because they have the rebirth only for the 3rd world. So a lot of players are complaining about that. Higher level players are happy because it's fair. It didn't make sense how you could only grind for a few hours and be able to do what they did within weeks. So that's roughly what the update went over. 1.80.00. Just new map. I could have just looked at this, to be honest. Yeah, new quests, new mounts, upgrade altar, and a guild NPC. Like I said, guild NPC, we don't have much info on that. Don't know when it's coming out, how it's gonna work, if it's gonna be a necessity to unlock higher level things. It's sort of just here for the moment. It could just be like a friend system to be able to join people. No one knows. There's nothing been released so far. So yeah, that is all for the update basically. Have a good day.